Well, welcome back. I'm Keith Reynolds, host of Morning Coffee. I am taking over for Mark Cook. He is off for today. And, we're going to continue with our hot topics today. And I got a really, really important hot topic in front of me. I'm sitting here looking at the numbers, and actually they're stifling. There are currently 40 million family caregivers nationwide who provide 37 billion unpaid hours of care for their parents, spouses, partners, and other adult loved ones each year. If you paid the caregivers what they, for those hours, it would be worth an estimated $470 billion. Now, I know this affects everyone out there. Today we have Dr. Janet Taylor, who's a psychiatrist, and Edna Kane-Williams, who is the Senior VP of AARP on. Ladies, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got to say, those numbers are unbelievable, but I know there's some challenges with them, so let's start off with Edna, please. Can you tell us some of the challenges for the caregivers that they face, and how does this campaign address these issues?
Sure, happy to. And I'm speaking from personal experience because I cared for my mom for 5 years in my home before she passed last year. So I can tell you that the challenges are many. At the top of the list probably for many of us is financial. I was really shocked at how much it costs to care for a loved one in your home. You don't think about it, but their medication costs, their medical equipment that you need to outfit your home, their special dietary needs, there may be incontinence needs, adult diapers, there may be transportation costs to and from the doctor. So on average, African Americans are spending up to 34% of their income, which is a huge amount of money, on caring for their loved ones. And that means they're not doing other things. They may not be, able to contribute to retirement funds or college funds or the like. So that's really at the top of the list. There's also emotional health, well-being, family dynamics are challenged, jobs related to your income. Sometimes you aren't able to show up on your job in the same way because we devote so much time and attention to the care of our loved ones. So it's a big challenge. That's why we're here to talk about the Ad Council campaign that AARP is launching with about caregiving, as well as our online resources.
Now, you had mentioned African American. Why is it a unique challenge for African Americans, and how does this shed some light on cultural expectations for the project?
Well, there are a couple of reasons. Number one is the fact, as Edna mentioned, the financial challenge of, spending up to a third of your income on caregiving, and that we know that's kind of burden that can create. And in addition, African Americans, we have higher rates of chronic disease ourselves, like high blood pressure, diabetes, cardiovascular disease. So you can imagine when you're taking care of a loved one, but also have to take care of yourself. And frequently, that care of yourself gets neglected. You don't take your medication as you're supposed to, or miss your own appointments, or miss yearly checkups, and that creates another problem. So what we're trying to say is, if you are a caregiver, and not just African American, but a caregiver in America, that we have a resource for you. And AARP has the Caregiving Network, which is aarp.org. /caregiving, where you can find support for your strength, because there are many caregivers, especially African American caregivers, who rate that giving care is what they're supposed to do, and they find joy and satisfaction in it. But at the same time, there is this balance of having to find where the burden and real demands outweigh the joy that they get, and that's what can lead to burnout and stress and depression. So if you find that you're feeling depleted, you're not alone. If you find that you need more help, that you should visit the website and get some resources.
Okay. You made some really good points. I tell you what, I don't think that for children that you ever would think that you would be taking care of your parents, because they're the strongest, right. They're the strong point in your life. So I can definitely see where it's very difficult. So, where can caregivers go for more information and support, and what types of resources are available out there?
Well, Janet mentioned that there's really two buckets. There's a formal bucket, and you'll learn a lot about those at the website, aarp.org/caregiving, respite services, financial aid programs, support groups. online network so you can talk about the issues. I also want to focus on, as a previous caregiver myself, the informal networks that you can put together yourself in your own community. Friends, family members, church members, neighbors, who you may not be super close with, but who may be willing to help out a half hour, even 15 minutes at a time, to help provide you with some support and with some respite as you provide for your loved ones.
Okay. So can you guys give me one, or just actually, can you give me the information one more time where people can go to and get more information about this?
Sure. You can go to arp.org/caregiving to find support, and also join the conversation on Twitter using the hashtag Real Talk About Care, where you can weigh in about your own experiences or provide support or just learn things. But, we really want to make caregivers aware of the fact that they're not alone and that we see them and we hear them.
Okay. And, I see, just reading my notes here, I see that Spike Lee, filmmaker, is part of this somehow?
Well, his team, he has an agency that helped us with the creative development of the ads that you'll start seeing on TV starting today, I believe.
Okay,
yeah,
awesome.
He's an excellent communicator, and this is all about communication and using the PSAs to get the conversation and dialogue started within your own families or networks.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you ladies for coming on and talking about this very, very important topic. For you listeners out there, please go to the website that was provided for us and check it out. Get involved, and it definitely will make a difference. So we're going to be right back with this after this commercial break in 90 seconds.
That's why at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine,
our team of doctors will coordinate and customize your care
to provide the best treatment options using the area's most advanced medical technology,
all with one goal in mind:
to get you back in the game
we call life.
pain-free,
Drug-free,
surgery-free.